Hey everybody, Jordan here with the North 40 Fly Shop up in Sandpoint, Idaho, doing a little advice slash tips video for you today. Today I'm going to be covering setting up for trout spey, fishing, and then the fishing with soft tackles for trout. It's a really fun way to swing flies, with the trout spey. It's real popular, growing popularity in our area. A lot of people use it for streamers. But something I think that isn't utilized as much as the soft tackles, which is really great this time of year, and this through summer, especially into the end of summer, going into fall, the swinging of soft tackles can be very productive, and it's really fun on a trout spey. So I just want to go over the gear required to do so. So this is all my personal stuff here. I use the 11-foot 5 weight from the Fly Project, the Project 1. One of the lines that I really like that pair well with these rods, or any really kind of a smaller trout spey or micro spey rod, are these Scientific Angler Spey Lites. They've got them in a Scandi or a Skagit. What's cool about these is they're an integrated line. The head and the running line or shooting line is all one piece, like a normal fly line. And the reason I like that for these smaller trout speys is there's less loop-to-loop connections, so it's a little bit smoother when you're using it and casting it. On these smaller platforms like this. What's nice about that, you can run two reels. Like here I've got my Scandi line. This one's got the Skagit on it. Bring both or set up two rods with both if you have that option. But to kind of break down the difference in those two, a Scandi line is longer tapered, more of a gradual taper, whereas a Skagit is shorter and more powerful and the weight is more condensed. What that really translates to with the Skagit, you use a tip. With a Scandi, you don't have to use a tip. You can just run a tapered leader right off of this. And that's what really is a lot of fun with these swinging soft tackles, is this Scandi line. You can get some serious distance out of this line for soft tackles, and there's no big heavy sink tip, so it's effortless casting usually. And it's just a lot of fun. And when you hook a fish in the typical water where you're fishing soft tackles in a quick current, it's a lot of fun on a spey rod. Other things you can do too, Scientific Anglers in Rio, they'll sell you these tips wallets here with all the different size and sink rates. But I really like the Scientific Angler ones here, where they have the two types of sink rates in them. This is an intermediate one, whereas Rio has the ones like this, where it's either a full floating, which works for soft tackle swinging, or this one, where it's 2.5 feet of floating and 7.5 feet of sinking. You can kind of adjust your sink rate to kind of rule out what's working and what isn't. Typically though, I just run a tapered leader right off of a Scandi, no weight, and I've found great success doing that with no weight at all swinging. That's pretty much it, guys. Setting up some options of gear you can use to set up a trout spey for swinging soft tackles. If you have any more questions, please feel free to come see me in the shop. Visit us online at north40flyshop.com or on our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at North40 Fly Shop. Thanks for watching.